our top focus to be on right now is from India. The lower house of the Indian Parliament is all set to witness a rare fight for the post of Speaker, the first in about half a decade. Well, this after the BJP's ruling NDA and the Congress-led India opposition failed to reach any kind of consensus. Now, traditionally, the Lok Sabha Speaker and the Deputy Speaker were elected through consensus between the ruling party and the opposition. Well, the India bloc had demanded that the Deputy Speaker's position be left for the opposition. This in exchange of its support to the NDA nominee, that is Om Birla. The demand was rejected by NDA. The election for the Speaker's post has happened only thrice in the past, that is in 1952, 1967 and 1976. And this is the fourth instance that we will be witnessing in just a short while from now. The competition will witness BJP's Om Birla, a three-time MP from Rajasthan's Kota, up against Congress's K. Suresh, an eight-time MP from Kerala. Both the BJP and the Congress have issued three-line whips to their MPs mandating their presence in the lower house of Parliament from 11 a.m. IST until the end of the proceedings. Now, NDA has 293 seats as against India's 233. 7 MPs, 5 from the opposition and 2 independents have not taken oath and cannot vote. As per reports, YSRCP, which is not a part of either the ruling NDA or the opposition India bloc, has pledged support to Om Birla. Well, it looks like this is the big twist in Speaker post fight that we will witness in just a short while from today. Something which has only happened thrice in the past, and also in first tremors of first trial of strength for the newly elected Modi 3.0 government. Well, the opposition has decided to field its contestant K. Suresh against NDA's nominee Om Birla. This after the India bloc said that they will support the NDA bloc's contestant if the India bloc gets the position of the Deputy Speaker, which was not welcomed by the ruling NDA alliance. And for more on this, we're now being joined by our correspondent, Siddhant Sibul. He's joining us live from New Delhi. Hi, Siddhant. There seems to be a big twist in Speaker post fight, something which has only happened thrice in the past, also in first tremors of first trial of strength for the newly elected Modi government. The opposition has decided to field its contestant K. Suresh against NDA's nominee Om Birla. What are you picking up? Can we say that the Speaker's election fight has rather become a trial of strength between the NDA and India bloc?
Well, correct. It looks like a show of strength, particularly for the opposition, the India alliance, given that their number have increased. And essentially, while it looks like the ruling party and the ruling coalition will get their way at the end of the day, but the opposition will be able to send a message that when it comes to every kind of conversations, when it comes to parliamentary matters, there will be a strong opposition by the opposition, the India alliance. Now, in the past, there has been consensus when it comes to Speaker's post, but in the last 1 decade, we have seen how the opposition could not get the numbers to become the opposition in the parliament, and that led the government to say that you cannot have the Deputy Speaker's post. Now, the tradition was broken and, of course, the opposition is miffed. In fact, the opposition proposed that we would like to have Deputy Speaker, you can have the Speaker's post. But it looks like now there is a strong contestation and, of course, the voting that will take place in next few hours. We get to see the results in next few hours, but it's clear that the opposition will be able to send a message. When it comes to the opposition camp, the issue is the TMC support. It's a party based in the eastern state of West Bengal. Their support matters, and as of now, they have kept their cards close to their chest.
Right, Siddhant, I was just coming to that. The YSRCP has pledged its support to the ruling NDA. Meanwhile, there are questions over which alliance will the TMC support, because that will certainly weigh which side the position of the Speaker weighs too?
Well, essentially, we are in coalition politics. Yes, for the ruling party, it is something managing the coalition after a gap of a decade when they were, of course, in the majority, the BJP party. But for the opposition as well, the alliance, the India alliance, is not easy to manage. There are several elements to it, several parties who have their own regional considerations as well, something that we have seen in the ruling party, the ruling coalition as well. So we get to know how the coalition partners are working together, both in the ruling party and in the India alliance. But so far, what it's being reported in last 15 minutes is that the TMC is willing to support the candidate put up by the India alliance.
Right, Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us on the show with your insights. We'll, of course, be tracking the battle for the Speaker's post with you very closely here on WION.